spawning in the bottom right side of Ancient City, playing as the Woomans. This is our best friend ever. What's he gonna go with?
And
Wolfguard.
top right, we have Vic with the Guardian of Nor. And pretty standard triple wood into Hunt. And I'm sorry I cut you off. I wasn't sure if we were going anywhere. But now you can finish off introducing
that was it.
our lady.
That was it. I'm done. We can all go home now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, one thing to note is about Best Friend's opening is he always goes for the double woodcutter into Hunt, and then he saves the resources on the stonecutter, so he gets his outpost quickly up, and then goes into a pretty, like he has his human opener is pretty optimized in terms of timing. So we're gonna see the stonecutters coming in at the same time.
Double stone basically.
Basically, as soon as the royal flag here is finished, he's gonna put down the double stone and then he gets his double stone pretty quickly. And then like it leaves him a little bit vulnerable in the very beginning, but then his like 9-minute time, no, I can't remember the minute, but like 5-minute timing with double barracks is pretty strong then.
True.
Because from then on he can just pump his little infantry boys. How have your games been today? Have they been good?
What's that?
How have the games been on your end so far?
Oh,
because we had some spicy stuff on our end.
Actually, I followed Frenchie, and it was a little crazy. Like, you know how he plays.
Nice.
We had quite the big booms.
Very, very nice. We had a chunky boy, and it was glorious.
Nice.
And it actually won the game. We wouldn't believe it.
So who's Chunky
He
Boy?
did it. Chunky boy, that's Moto. It's Spoda Daddy. Brute Daddy was
Are
an
you
action.
serious?
Yep. And he pulled it out with it. It was beautiful.
That's incredible.
Absolutely beautiful. And wow, I don't know how these Dark Elves cut their palm trees, but that thing just split apart at the seams and it just tumbled down in 3 neat piles, which is quite impressive. I want to know their technique.
They're pros.
Yeah. And Vic is doing, he's really holding on to the olden days. He's just positioned there to really want to jump Mario Kart his way over that wall.
Oh, he's doing it.
There we go. I just can't, like, you'd think by now he would figure out the perfect spot. There we go.
Done. There it is. Okay, I'm not sure that was worth it, honestly. That was a long wait.
Maybe just want some style points. But there we go.
Also,
Spectre.
I must say, as the Dark Elves, I think the Reaper would be better, but maybe not on this map. It's just a
Yeah, maybe
little
not.
hard to get level 5.
By the way, as a Dark Elf main yourself, I really recommend you watch Night Hunter's openings today. He's worked a lot on his opening strategy and has been really solid with the Reaper, especially on maps like these. So I highly
Nice.
recommend it. I'm not gonna spoil it.
If I had to
it
guess,
was pretty damn good.
he mixes in some early Spectres to get easy pickoffs.
No, not quite.
No?
But the early part is correct. But what is the early part? Gotta build some suspense, otherwise nobody's gonna watch it.
I guess we'll have to see.
But it is genuinely good. And speaking of genuinely good, that Spectre just got shafted by the Wolf Guard.
Yeah, good move. Definitely worth it long term.
Also, Vic didn't actually catch Best Friend earlier with the Spectre, so he was waiting for her, but apparently he managed to avoid her.
Yeah, it was
pretty
really
nice.
just a single slow, I think, until like now. But then she died for it.
Yep, and here comes the interesting barracks play by Best Friend. So he usually always does it, like he puts 2 people in the hunting cabin and 2 people in the barracks. And with the new food changes, it's just enough to keep him afloat to continuously produce in that sector as well. And then he's in a really nice position going forward. That's pretty hype. And Vic is one of those players, like he's really good, especially like in his mid game and late game is really, really solid. But his early games sometimes can be a bit weak because it's not quite as super fast in terms of creep. But he has some really nifty tricks up his sleeve on certain maps, especially when it comes down to flag fights, where he's quite a dangerous foe to play against. Because I think you know about it, the good old delete, the flag delete into quick rebuild.
Yeah.
And Vic has just proven how good he is with that in an earlier today. On a map where it is definitely matters.
Certainly does here as well.
Yep. So that's one problem with best friend strategy here is that like the footmans are a little bit slow, but from now on they're gonna be continuous. So that's gonna be nice. So the Medusa timing isn't like super crazy fast, but everything else after that is a little bit faster.
Well, that's good because the Wolfguard commander, you know, she gets a lot of kills over time. So her level 5
Yep.
is gonna be sooner, I think, than Vix.
Yeah, as long as they make even XP, that should hold true. Well, then again, we are up against a Guardian of Nur. He does like to chunk the tier 1 as well. Both of them very good at that. So Vic a little bit faster. And very pretty in pink boys making their way as well. Oh, yeah, that's what one lesson to be learned here is always grab the flag early and build that outpost when you do this late at like the 6-minute mark.
Yeah, because the other guy
Vic-
just comes over and nukes it down. If you don't
Exactly.
have it, and takes it over, and then they have the extra iron. It's just too much. Of
And
an
especially if
advantage
he
to-
already, like if he has a little bit of a better timing and has his side already, so you can't go across and deny his side.
And yeah, Vic's doing it right now. He's just right-clicking it. He doesn't care about taking damage. He wants that base so bad.
75? Nah, it's not gonna go up.
No way. Oh, if he pulls back like that. Okay.
Oh,
Mini
yeah,
arch
no.
attack.
I think Vic somehow must have figured out the sweet spot where to pick the answer. Because I don't know if it's just I'm misclicking all the time in my flag fights, but I never seem to quite get it right. Where just don't find the sweet spot where I can get the guaranteed click on it. Because something's always getting in the way.
Yeah, it's very
Or at
easy
least
to.
it
But
feels
if you
like it.
zoom in, I think that's the easiest.
Yeah, that might be a good trick. That I should employ myself. So he's losing a lot of spiders, but so do the infantrymen go
So
down.
a lot of that infantrymen, and the funny thing is that Vic has already thought about this early on and picked up debilitating blow, which not only helps with the creeping but also makes these kind of fights possible.
Yep. Also, I want to say debilitating blow can be used on the flag. I know soul explosion does damage to it as long as you target something else close to it. So you can't target it, but you can get the AoE on it.
I don't think
Not sure if
debilitating blow
debilit-
works like that because it's
Probably not.
it's
Like I know,
it's
for
a creature
example,
specific.
Right.
Ooh!
Oh, beautiful.
What? By the way,
Nicely
does
done
the
here
Guardian of
by
Nord
Bedford.
leave behind 5 souls? Did I see that correctly?
Hang on. I don't know. It's all gray for me.
It's all gone, yeah. Not sure. Then.
Earlier today, I still had like on. I keep forgetting its name. I'm so bad at map names. I think it's Evergreen Forest, where you have like the Medusa sectors, and then you have like Echo for some reason stored in there.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then when
yeah.
the thing explodes, you actually lose it. So I don't know if it's like, in general, better just to build a Spire of Souls there, so you get some free Echo. I don't know if that's how that works, or if they for some reason just collect it there.
Ah, the Guardian of Nord is naked.
Oh God.
He's got
But-
Totem of Scouting? What? Is that a misclick?
Oh, he does. No. He likes to put that on the watchtower because it's endless and it counts as a unit, so you don't accidentally pull your unit away with your all click.
Interesting.
So you basically just get a permanent watchtower for free. Fun fact: that thing I saw earlier has actually damage. Ooh, nice dodge there. Firebomb doesn't quite get all the kills. Ooh, the Guardian is going down. Could go down again. Where's the cooldown? Okay, Wolfguard is out of focus.
That's right, but Earth Shatter should be available soonish. He's got the mana for. Oh, he just done a teleport. Okay, that is a
Oh,
problem.
the ring
then.
around the rosies.
Yeah.
What's he slowed by the way? What's the impair from?
Impair.
Oh, the Shadow Strike. For 10 seconds, actually. Jesus. I didn't even realize that lasted that long.
Oh yeah, and it's 39%. That's insane.
Yup.
Didn't know it's that strong.
Today we learned. So,
He
a
got
bit of a
tier
slap
2.
fight here.
Coming in for best friend ever.
Definitely worth it getting that level 5 there.
That's right, but it's already done for Vic, and he's getting a Spire of Souls and the Forge in the main at the same time.
Very nice. Yeah, the cheaper Forge is just so good for Dark Elf. Like, pretty much good for everybody.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
Especially
Dark Elf
elves. You know what
particular.
we've seen today? Early ballista.
Ah, yeah,
Because
I
it's
can see
5
that from
and
Frenchie.
5, and yeah, Frenchie.
Yep.
As well as Rebelluke, they both did early ballista. More so
Oh,
Frenchie.
nice. So I've been missing out on all the elf builds. Ah, I'm curious what was it. So did any elf advance?
Yeah, Frenchie is in the semifinals.
Excellent. Looking forward to some good old elf play as an elf main myself. But for the time being, we're gonna give credit to the human player. Actually busting those bad boys out and doing really well with them today.
That's right. Yeah, Best Friend has been training pretty hard.
It's definitely been paying off. Let's see. So, okay, scouting post down here. Lots of infantrymen. So that's a nice thing about infantrymen spam. They are decent at sieging. Cough, cough, Dark Elf siege.
Especially if you upgrade them.
Oh, yeah.
They should get so good in the early phases of tier 2.
Alright, gets rid of that. Very nice. Oh, nice. That should be a dead guardian. And there we go. Beautiful.
He toast. Couldn't get to teleport away. That would have been like the saving grace if he somehow gets to teleport. But it's
Yep.
gonna be a really short time window there anyway.
And that should free him up. Basically, now the AoE is gone, so he can just freely go after this fortified outpost.
Vic is trying to make beetles? What? Why beetles?
Yeah, we've seen that a lot today. Like, the Arbalesters, like, Best Friend usually goes for not that many Arbalesters anymore quite as hefty. Like, they will ramp up. But just having beetles up, flying above, and just doing their magic damage is still really good as cleave. Especially against tier 1 spam.
I guess so. Yeah.
And we have seen a lot of sleepers and beetles today, so they should both be coming out.
I do think that sleepers are better with the Reaper because of all the weakenings, but yeah, I totally understand
You still,
going
have
for the beetles then.
you still have the sacrifice, which we also have seen today. We'll see if he does a different build here. But it doesn't look like it. So the fortified outpost should be going down.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And it would be very hard for Vic anyway to get to the next levels, so sacrifice probably not the thing on his mind right now.
Yep. Okay, there we go. Lost a lot of echo again.
Oh yeah, the workers, they stockpile together there.
By the way, we have established today that harvesters are Italian.
Italian?
And, yeah, the Spire of Souls are basically ant-eater spaghetti eaters. And the harvesters are the spaghetti cooks.
I see.
And they operate in the soul kitchen. There we go.
Perfect.
That's where that was going. Because we've seen a very close range Spire of Souls today, and it just looked like it was slurping up spaghettis. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I think Night Hunter is the guy who likes to put it in the in the front, right?
Yep. Also, we have like seen fantastic just about 10 harvesters with 1000 HP tanking, just holding an entire army back in a choke.
Awesome.
That was beautiful. Just free delaying action. There we go. There's the totem. Ah, I forgot to check, because apparently it has like 5 to 10 strike damage. I wanted to see how that looks. The seeing totem on the watchtower there, but that's gonzo. Also, orange I think is my official favorite Dark Elf color.
Is it? Not purple.
No, I think the purple, it's not like, it doesn't have that glow, that shininess.
Alright.
Purple is just a bit bland. It's more like you just see the Church of Nor. They don't need signs. They just let the tarantulas crawl out on the outside, glowing with their orange crosses and their little glowing eyes. Just perfect advertisement.
Speaking of tarantula, did you know that it takes a corpse and a tarantula to make a twisted one?
No, actually not.
I learned yesterday playing campaign.
Nice. I'm still confused why these guys are tarantulas, because they're very suspiciously unhairy for those.
Agreed. Not sure what's going on there.
But they definitely got the booty to show for it. Yeah, I think I was pretty decent by Best Friend. Don't see too many human deaf boys.
That's a very reasonable trade.
Yeah. Oh, 4 iron mines immediately queued up by Vic.
Yeah.
By the way,
he
Vic
really
is probably
iron.
the only Dark Elf player I've ever managed to see floating like wood in crazy amounts.
I'm not
They
sure
was
how he
floating
does it.
200 wood. I don't know either.
He also has 3 mines already, and now he's adding 4 more. Like what?
Yeah, like where does it come from? Where does it go? Yes, also, and at the same time, he always floats food. It's I don't know. I want to know his magic trick, but it's quite impressive. Oh, and do you see what I see? It's hammer time. The infantrymen are upgraded and ready to go with beautiful round shields.
That's right. And the
931
barracks
HP on these
are
chunky boys.
also upgraded except for the one. And we got chicken.
Excellent. Chunky boy chicken. Still 1,500 beautiful hit points to go through. And the attack is not too bad, especially with the crit chance. I can't remember, how much is crit chance? Is it 50% extra damage or 100%? I guess 50.
I have no idea.
But I mean, on 85, that's not bad. Also, like with my recent tier 3 experience with humans, like human tier 3 is scary if you get everything online that you need, like flag bearers and everything.
Yeah, all the
And
buff
then
units together, and especially considering the latest unit buffs, such as the mentalist damage increase,
Yep.
when it all is synergizing, it's just so strong. Very difficult to deal with.
And especially if you like, there's a little trick you can do with the wolf guard. If it comes to the late game where she can't just teleport in and then just gets deleted, you basically buy the potion of restart or whatever it's called, and then you spec her into both the level 2 defense and attack power, and then you add that on top of the flag bearers, and then you get like 55 champions with like 180 cleave damage.
Oh my god.
And just look at it, with the infantrymen at like 80 damage, at 25, even they with flag bearers are still perfectly fine tier 3 units, if you just need something to fill up space.
Yeah, and I mean, there comes a time when even the humans with their market will be struggling to produce the higher units. So having access to that is very important. We're seeing some scions from Vic, which should make for a great one here. Oh, they're upgraded and they do a knockdown. That's hot.
That was really nice. Yeah, we've seen some scions today by Vic quite often, so that's pretty damn hot, but it's pretty nice. And with the beetles cleave on top, it just deletes the tier 1 here.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of spider corpses for now, but that's a good start. With the rest of the army.
Oh, just slow down again.
Uh-oh.
It just really feels so much stronger than it used to. But it probably is, and that's the good thing about the birds. They don't have to worry about the infantrymen getting in the way, and magic damage is always pretty nice. And I think that's the most I've seen Vic die today in terms of hero. So
yeah,
very impressive show here by Best Friend.
Dude, he was ready to siege, thinking that he's got a big enough army. Well, he doesn't.
Yep.
That's a big problem right now for him. He's got some border fortresses though, so it won't be easy to nuke these down.
Yeah, the last 2 days of practice really have been paying off for him. So practice works, kids. Note it down. Also, like keepers as well, with like the late game buffs. Oh, so good. So good. Everything in the human is so good in the end.
That's
if
right,
you
and
can
the
get
keepers
there.
are coming in now. If you don't have a substantial army when they are here, honestly, good luck, because Dark Elves are having a tougher time against them.
Beautiful. So the one thing is that we've seen, the one thing I've seen today with Dark Elves, if the beetles get out of control, they're still pretty damn powerful. But if they get targeted down, they can bleed a lot. But that's fine. Best Friend, perfect decision making. He just decides to get out of there, reset the situation. He's done the damage that he needs to. Heal up his blob. Beautiful.
That's right. By the time he gets there, these guys are almost full health again. Like right now, collectively, the infantrymen at 94.
It's really solid. And 194 pop cap. Just wonderful timings here. And we're getting tier 3 finally. Like that was like one of my critical things about Best Friend's recent gameplay was that he didn't transition into tier 3 at all sometimes. And I think he really fixed that now. And I'm really curious to see how good his tier 3 looks these days.
Does he like to
even
go
just
for
after these 3 days? He used to, but then I druid him a little bit.
Yeah, especially if the elves get there, their attack is just on a different level. Wait, that's a lot of sleepers. If they get on the arbalists, they should be able to delete them, and that Wolfguard commander is definitely toast now.
Yep.
Sion is just such a good unit. It's an absolute hero deleter if you can get the stun.
That was really nicely done by Vic here. And a very, very untypical of Best Friend to leave his Arbalest so exposed for so long, because he really is really good with his control groups. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Something's
Vic
happening.
is down too. Both heroes are dead. Best Friend is 107. Popcap is down for Vic.
Vic actually doesn't have food to remax.
And Vic calls the GG. And I'm pretty sure that was a... Yeah, Vic has been defeated.
That was a Vic design. He just did not have the food to remake things. Even though he's done a pretty decent trade, there was just nothing behind this.
Yep. And that was quite a power show from Best Friend. Very impressive. He's very like Vic is one of our veterans. And I think that's like his one weakness is like his early. Because he's so used to playing that style. His mid game is fantastic and his late game as well. But if you disrupt him just enough, especially with all the hero kills, like 4-1, super impressive by Best Friend. And then that's how the cookie crumbles. Very nicely done.
So here's one thing I don't understand. Why do so many of the Dark Elf players pick Ancient City? It's not the best map for these heroes to scale.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I think it's just... I'm not even sure either. I've seen I think Night Hunter would have a decent chance now. He has a really solid build order, but I'm not sure if it would work if people get used to that. But it's definitely pretty spiffy.